FightHype.com here with my man Kevin Newman. Kevin, I got to ask you, just because they just made the announcement earlier this morning, 8-ounce gloves approved for Mayweather versus Mcgregor. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, you know, I guess it's a good thing, you know, for both guys, man. You know, Floyd is accustomed to fighting in 8-ounce gloves. You know, he's the smaller guy, you know, so I feel like, you know, that'll benefit him a little more, you know. And, you know, his punching power will show in that fight.
Why do you think he wanted to use 8-ounce gloves? I mean, he didn't have to. It's 10-ounce. Now, 10-ounce gloves are mandated at 154, but it seemed like Floyd was really adamant about using 8-ounce gloves.
Well, I mean, you know, McGregor had mentioned something at the press conference about it, about the gloves, or saying Floyd wanted this glove or that glove. But you know, I think Floyd really wants to hurt him. You know, so the smaller the glove, the more hurt you can inflict. You know, so that's probably why.
Does it give any advantage? I mean, I know a lot of people are thinking that it'll give McGregor an advantage because he's a puncher, but does that give Floyd an advantage, the gloves being so much smaller? Does that help with his accuracy or anything like that?
I mean, Floyd's been doing this for a long time. I really don't think it matters if it's 8 or 10, but, you know, Floyd's fought most of his fights in 8-ounce gloves, so, you know, why switch now? You know, so, I mean, he gonna inflict some hurt on that boy, man, for sure.
Does the announcement today change your prediction for the fight? I mean, I know obviously you were pulling for Floyd, but does that change the prediction? Does it mean the fight may stop sooner? Does it mean it's going to go the distance? I mean, what do you think?
I don't think it's going the distance. I never thought even if they were using 10 ounces, it's going to go the distance. I mean, I feel like, you know, like I said, Floyd's just going to inflict more pain on him, you know, and I still seeing it going about, you know, 5 to 6 rounds, you know, and Floyd beating him down, you know, just beating him down, breaking him down.
Yeah. How does the announcement impact your fight?
It doesn't impact my fight.
Of course not.
You know, I'm focused. You know, I'm focused on what I got to do, just like as Floyd be focused on what he has to do. Badu, and Tabiti, and Tank, and all them guys focus on him. So I'm focused on me, man.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a big moment. It's right around the corner for you. I mean, have you had an opportunity to kind of reflect? I know you're focused on the opponent and everything, but have you had an opportunity to reflect on how big this moment is for you?
You know, I try not to get caught up in the hype, man. You know, I kind of did that with the Maidana 2 card that I fought on. You know, this one I'm more just lasered in on what I need to do, man. You know, I'm not getting caught up in, you know, how big of an event it is. You know, this is me focusing on me, you know, and going out there and performing.
Yeah, what's up? Well, let the fans know what they can expect when you go out there to perform.
You know, just for me to go out there and put on a show, you know, it should be a great fight. You know, the guy I'm fighting, he's 9-1, 2 knockouts, so it's a solid matchup. You know, you can expect some fireworks, man. You know, I'm gonna go out there and you know, I want to get the knockout. You know, so I want to put on a dominant performance for sure.
That's what's
up. Of course, the W, you guys can expect that.
That's what's up. Well, let the fans know where they can follow you: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
At Kevin Newman _II on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes, sir, appreciate it.
Yeah. No doubt.
What's your thoughts?
What's up, FightHype? Thoughts about Mayweather McGregor?
Yeah, well, about the announcement today, the 8-ounce gloves.
Oh, 8-ounce gloves?
Yeah, they approved it.
Oh, okay,
Oh, look, now breaking news to you.
Yeah, for real. So that's even better for Floyd.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna be an easy fight, no doubt about it. Floyd probably gonna stop him in the later rounds for sure. Cause you know Floyd's a late starter. He like warming up first. He like being patient, like he told me, always be patient. And I don't think McGregor got nothing on him. Sure.
Why do you think Floyd decided? Because he didn't have to do the 8-ounce gloves. He could have kept it at 10. I mean, that's what's mandated. But Floyd really kind of pressed that he wanted the 8-ounce gloves. Why is that?
Because they didn't Conor McGregor saying 8-ounce glove. Let's do an 8-ounce gloves. That's what it was, right? So, yeah. So Floyd not no punk, of course not. So he said, let's do 8-ounce gloves then. We're gonna make it happen. And I guess they made it happen.
They made it happen. The 8-ounce gloves for Mayweather versus McGregor.
Right.
Are you shocked? Were you expecting that to happen?
All right, in the beginning, I thought they were going to use 10, so it's not that I'm shocked. Well, I'm shocked that Floyd agreed to it because how brittle his hands are, and that's serious. He take care of his body, so 10-ounce gloves good, therapeutic gloves would have been good for him to wear. But the 8-ounce, it shows me that Floyd is really going to take initiative and go to Conor and try to stop him. Those small gloves kind of get hit in the body repeatedly with those stab jabs and feints. It's going to be bad for Conor, but yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they used the 8 ounces.
Does that give an advantage to either Floyd or Conor? I mean, I know Conor's used to 4-ounce gloves, but
I think it gives an advantage to Floyd. He haven't had 8 ounces on in a minute, and people think Floyd can't punch. He actually can punch. If you even look, in the Pacquiao fight, Pacquiao, he just invaded your space. He rushed everybody. He respected Floyd. Floyd landed shots early, made him think about it before jumping in like that. Floyd got power, and he's very accurate, and he got great timing. So him with 8-ounce gloves, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess.
Does that increase his accuracy just because the gloves are smaller?
So smaller, yeah, it does. Plus, he already the mastermind, grandmaster of boxing anyway, and the small gloves can't do nothing but help him. It won't hurt him. Dude kind of got an advantage. You can say that, because he always fighting small gloves anyway. So 8-ounce really bigger than what he in anyway. So, his body size, he's a big guy, but he's not gonna be able to take it to the body with those 8-ounce gloves for 6 rounds, man. Floyd gonna come to him with them jabs to the body, them feints. He gonna bring the hurt, man. I like Conor in the UFC, MMA. He's a good dude. But this boxing, I like this event. It's good. It's bringing eyes to people who don't even watch neither sport. Celebrities talking about it. It's good. After this fight, more people gonna want to do stuff, be interested in mixed martial arts and boxing. But Floyd gonna get the victory. I think he's gonna stop him.
I know you were expecting Floyd to win the fight, but now that they've changed gloves, does that change your official prediction for
Yeah, I think he's gonna stop him. That's what I'm saying. With 8-ounce gloves, I'm gonna stop him.
Wow, that's what's up.
Fat.
That's what's up. Let everybody know what's going on with the Boxing Goon. Where can they keep up with you? Where can they find you on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter?
On Twitter, The Boxing Goon, Instagram, The Boxing Goon. Right now, man, I'm just getting my weight down and hope y'all see me in the future.
How far are you trying to get your weight down to, man? You're heavyweight. You
I'm
could
big.
be any weight.
I'm big, man. I got a real big back, paws, and I got real big legs, man. I move real nice at 300. I want to get at least 260, 270.
Really?
Yeah, I seen Big Baby fighting
Miller setting the standard for the bigger guys now.
Yeah, 293, he looked good, but if he was smaller, he would have did way more explosive. He was a little sluggish at times, but he looked good overall. But if the weight was down, he would have really looked good. Yeah. And that's what I want to do.
That's what's up.